Skeletons by Lily Wood. If you had no skeleton, you'd be a blob, like a jellyfish out of water. That's because your skeleton gives you shape. It's a framework, like the poles of a tent or the beams of a building. Your skeleton is made up of more than 200 bones. Some are longer than paper towel rolls, some are shorter than a grain of rice. Bones make it possible for you to move. You cannot run, walk, or swim without bones. Muscles are attached to bones. Bones and muscles work as teams when you swing your arms and move your legs. Some bones protect your soft insides. A cage of bones called ribs protects your heart. The skull protects your brain and eyes. Bone is primarily made of collagen, calcium, and phosphorus. It also contains magnesium. Calcium, phosphorus, and magnesium are all minerals that makes bones hard. A newborn baby has almost 300 bones, but an adult has only 206. Did the missing bones appear? No. As the babies get older, some of their bones fuse or grow together. Many smaller bones join together to form fewer larger ones. This X-ray, which has been artificially colored, shows the growth of bones in the human hand from infant to teenager. Take your weight and divide it by 5. That's about how much your skeleton weighs. So if you weigh 50 pounds, your skeleton weighs about 10 pounds. The hard outer part of the bone is compact bone. Compact bone is heavy and strong. The inner part of the bone is spongy bone. It's lighter and has lots of spaces, like a sponge. These spaces make bones fairly lightweight. In fact, the total weight of the muscles in your body is more than the weight of your bones. You may have seen bones in a museum. They're usually dry and white. Living bones inside people are moist. They're brownish or slightly pink. Living bone is covered by a thin, skin-like membrane that helps bones grow and heal. Marrow fills the core of long bones, such as the arm and leg bones. Marrow is where blood cells are made. Bones meet at joints, which has shoulder joints, elbow joints, and hip joints. Joints allow bones to move. Ligaments attach one bone to another. Two of the major kinds of joints in your body are hinge joints and ball and socket joints. The elbow is a hinge joint. The hip is a ball and socket joint. Hinge joints are like door hinges. They allow bones to swing back and forth, but only in one direction. Your knees, elbows, and fingers have hinge joints. They can bend and straighten, but not too far. The elbows and knees lock when straight, giving extra stability. Shoulders and hips have ball and socket joints. The top end of the upper arm bone is rounded, like a ball. It fits into a cup-shaped socket in your shoulder. This kind of joint allows a lot of freedom and movement. It lets you swing your arms in circles. From head to toe, the human body is full of amazing bones. Think about the skull, for example. Skulls may seem scary, but the one you have makes you smile. Muscles attached to the skull help curve your lips. The skull is also a natural helmet. It protects the brain. The cup-shaped bones of the eye sockets protect the eyes. The skull is made up of 28 bones. 8 bones cover the brain, making the cranium, or brain case. The face has 14 bones. A human skull may look like it's missing the nose. That's because the tip of the human nose is not made of bone. It's made of cartilage. Cartilage is a tissue that is softer and more flexible than bone. It also decomposes before the hard, bony skeleton. So a skull usually has a hole where the cartilage is. Your outer ear is made up of cartilage too. When a baby is born, its skull has soft spots called fontanelles. These are places where the bone and the skull has not yet grown together. As the baby gets older, these areas will fuse. Below the skull is the spine, also called the backbone. The spine acts as a rod supporting up your body. It is made up of small bones called vertebrae. Vertebrae are strung on your spinal cord, a long rope-like bundle of nerves, like beads on a necklace. And between the vertebrae are cushions of cartilage called discs. These discs decompose more quickly than the bone, so you won't see them on most skeletons. The human skeleton has 33 vertebrae. The lower ones are fused to form the sacrum, and the tailbone, stretching from hip to hip, is a bowl-shaped collection of bones called the bony pelvis. It protects the organs in the lower abdomen and pelvis. Your heart and lungs are protected by a cage of ribs. Ribs are narrow bones that curve from your spine around to the front of your chest. Most ribs are attached to the breastbone with cartilage. Cartilage allows the ribs to move as you breathe. The rib cage is made up of 12 pairs of ribs in both men and women. Once in a while, a baby is born with an extra pair or missing a pair, but this is unusual and perfectly harmless. The 11th and 12th pairs of the ribs do not curve around to the front of the chest. These ribs are called floating ribs because they do not meet the breastbone. If you raise your arms, you are using the scapulus. Scapula is another name for the brood bone called the shoulder blade. It connects with your upper arm bone called the humerus. At the elbows, the humerus attaches to two bones, the radius and the ulna. These two bones make up your forearm. The radius is closer to your thumb. Hitting your funny bone usually isn't funny at all. This area isn't even a separate bone. It's actually the end of the ulna. The nerve that runs over this area makes hitting it very painful, so you may cry instead of laugh. Hands are handy for playing the piano and doing handstands. The 27 bones of the hand give it flexibility. The fingers and thumb are made of bones called phalanges. X-ray of hand. Metacarpals are long, thin bones of your palm. 8 tiny bones named carpals form the wrist. Each bone shifts slightly when you turn and bend your wrist. Your wrist is flexible and easy to control because it has many movable bones. The longest, heaviest, and strongest bone in your body is the thigh bone, also called the femur. It has to be strong. It carries most of your body's weight when you stand or walk or run. The lower leg is made up of a large bone called the tibia and thinner bone called the fibula. Like the femur, the tibia carries most of the body's weight. Some muscles attached to the fibula help control the ankle. On the front of the knee is the kneecap. The kneecap is not connected directly to other bones. Muscles in the leg pull a tendon that slides over the knee as your knee bends and straightens. The kneecap is embedded in this tendon. Tendons, which are strong cords, attach muscles to bones and in many parts of your body. The human ankle has 7 bones. Like a wrist bone, ankle bones can shift, allowing the foot to move in many directions. By the way, the knobby bone on the outside of your ankle is not actually an ankle bone. It's actually the end of your fibula. If someone steps on your toes, tell him or her to get off your phalanges. Phalanges are your toe bones, finger bones, also called phalanges too. The human foot, including the ankle, is made up of 26 small bones. Phalanges have an important job. They are the shock absorbers, cushioning the weight of the body at every step. Foot bones also help you balance when you walk or run. Bones are tough, but they can break or fracture. Fortunately, broken bones can heal. Special cells called osteoblasts move into the broken area and help repair the bone. How well a bone heals depends on the kind of break. If the broken ends fit together well, a bone may heal quickly. A bone that is crushed or twisted may need to be supported with metal rods or pins to hold it together as it heals. Bones are amazing. They give us shape and carry our weight, yet they are light and allow us to move. Taking care of our bones is important. The key to healthy bones is eating well and exercising. human body needs more calcium, vitamin D, phosphorus, and magnesium to grow and maintain strong bones. These are found in dark leafy greens, broccoli, milk, cheese, fish, and in vitamin supplements. Exercise helps build strong bones. As muscles pull on bones, the bones react by growing stronger. That works well that works whether a person is 7 years old or 70. So to take care of your bones, keep them moving. If you take care of your bones, they'll take care of you.